We had a fun night last night, didn't we?
Oh, that was interesting, wasn't it? Very rude people.
Very, very rude.
Anyway, I shone my light into their camper van and there was a pair of eyes looking back at me and they went...
We're still in Copenhagen on the harbour. This is our... we arrived on Wednesday, 4th day here. So we're going to spend another night. So I'm just about to go over and pay for the extra night at the Harbour Master's office. So I'll show you how that's done. As you can see, this is the winter parking here. Now in the summer there's an awful lot more parking, but they close it all down in the winter. But as you can see, there's room here for about 6 vans and electric hookup for 6 vans. Now the electric hookup is operated with this card, which you can top up in this machine. So I'll just turn this round so you can see. So very simple. Up there, press here for English. Now extension of motorhome ticket, and we just want one more night, finishing tomorrow at 3 o'clock. That's where you would press if you wanted an extra night. So continue. We're from the UK. The license plate. Okay. And press here to pay by credit card. And your ticket comes out here, which you put in your window. There we go, see? And there's our ticket. You just stick that in your window. But yeah, all very simple. And then if you want to do the harbour card, it's up there. Motorhome and harbour card. And then you just deposit money on there. So very simple. Right, so we'll just go back and put that into the van. I'd only bought... hello, Mr. Redmayne.
Hello.
Yep, I'd only bought 2 days dot pass to get around the metro and transport system in Copenhagen, so I've just ordered another full day, another 24 hours. So that was 240 kroner.
It's about £27.
£27, yeah.
So that's reasonable for
it's
all
not
day
bad.
travel.
Yeah, if we were just going to one place in Copenhagen, it would be cheaper to get just the single tickets. But we're not. We're going to be using the transport system to get around to a few places today.
There we are, and we're off out. We're minus. We're not quite frozen just yet, but I'm rigged up for a bit of a cold day. But it's not too bad. It's dry today. Over here, what we've got is where you put your ticket. This is where you put your ticket when you have the harbour card, and this gets you the electricity. And what we found is it's really good. It's not overcharging or anything. I think we put 20 kroners on there. Christ, 2-3 quid, something like that. Really cheap. And we've been here now. This is our 3rd day here, and we haven't topped up the card. So it's you are pretty much paying for what you're getting in terms of prices, unlike other places where they might overcharge and so forth. It's really good. Really good. And as you can see, we're at the marina. And it's a little bit windy. But we're off out with the dogs today. They got their Pat Butcher furry coats on. In you girls.
Did you know this existed?
No. We were in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
We've just left the European Union.
It says on the sign.
So maybe we're going to diddle the Schengen allowance and get a few days back.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
If we stay here, but...
Where are we?
I don't think we will. We're in Christiania.
Yes. Freetown of Christiania, set up in the 1970s. And basically it's
a free...
It's chaos here.
it's chaos.
Bikers and murders and all sorts of things have gone on. There's some very strange rules here.
Yeah, there was a member of the bullshitter bikers that was found under the floorboards.
Yes, dismembered.
Hand grenades being thrown in, people being shot. So
Yeah. So
us,
what it
us
is,
being
it's,
us, we thought we'd pop in and have a little look, see how it was all going on in here.
yeah. So what it is, it's an ex-military barracks that was taken over. Sounds like by squatters in the 1970s, and they set up their own Freetown. There used to be a lot of cannabis sold here, but I think that was stopped, wasn't it? Because it was causing gang wars.
Well, it was stopped, and the street was called Pusher Street, so
Yeah.
not quite sure what goes on in Pusher Street.
Yeah, but it's a fascinating place. It's really, really strange, isn't it?
Well, there's a lot of people that live here. I can't see many. I think this place is the 4th most visited tourist attraction in Copenhagen.
Yes, and we're actually standing in the recycling centre of Christiania. So, as you can see behind us, you can see that's the recycling centre behind us. There's shops here, there's restaurants, there's cafes.
Yeah, and on top of all that, there's murders.
There are. And if you Google Christiania, one of the first hits that comes up, is it safe to go in? So we were just like, hell yeah, let's get in there.
Yeah, have a look.
Have a look.
But I think over the years, the police have moved in, the military have moved in to try and clear the place. But it's now accepted, it's tolerated.
Yeah.
But they've got to be their own city within a city and provide parking spaces, even though things like cars are banned here. So yeah, it's quite an interesting place. And
If you're in Copenhagen, this is definitely worth walking down to. It's on the little island in the middle of Copenhagen. And there's a metro stop not so far away, but definitely worth coming here for a look around because it's really interesting. I mean, it sounds really dangerous, but how dangerous can it be when you've got Scooby and Shaggy on the wall? Yeah, random place. Good morning. It's our last morning in Copenhagen. It's -2. It's absolutely freezing. Here comes Redders with the water. He's filling us up before we head off on the rest of our travels. We had a fun night last night, didn't we?
oh, that was interesting, wasn't it? Very rude people.
Very, very rude, and they definitely didn't understand motorhoming courtesy, did they? Or,
Pull up just after 11 o'clock,
yep.
rev up,
Shouting,
shout, direct each other back,
then direct each other back again, and then again.
and then decide you're parked in the wrong way round.
Yep,
So do it all again,
yep.
and then when you're parked up, open the door and make sure that door hits the side of your motorhome when you're in bed after a long day and lots of walking.
Yeah. So we were in bed. We'd gone to bed just before 11. We were shattered because we've had like 4 solid days here. It's been really busy. And they turned up. They were making a hell of a noise. I mean, they were really, really noisy, backwards and forwards, shouting to each other, engine revving. And then they hit the van.
Well, they hit the van with
Something. They didn't hit the van with their van.
Luckily, there's no damage, but it was a thud, and it was
Oh, it was a hell of a smack.
met with a.
Oh, yeah. Redders dives out of bed.
Well, after I shouted "Oi!" I dived out of bed with me best searchlight
Yep.
to come out and have a look, and couldn't see anybody, but all I could see
You could
was.
barely open the door.
Well, yeah, I mean we've got shots.
They
of
were
that.
wedged that close to us. I'll show you in the shots now, but they were wedged that close to us. You could hardly open our habitation door.
But there was just
Why
enough.
they put themselves there, I don't know, because they could have gone on the end.
Plenty of choices.
Or they, you know...
I think what happens here is if you rock up and there's some power left in the bollard, which we advise is a good option, it's a good deal,
Yes.
take it up. But all the bollards were full anyway, but they decided to park as near as they could
Yeah.
to the bollard and us, but the motorhome was just far too big for the bay.
Yeah.
Ours fits in at 6.3 metres and about 2.3 wide.
Yeah.
Anything bigger than that, I think, you know, you've got to consider perhaps you're a bit too big for this little location, because you will fill the bays in more and it's not fair to other people who can fit theirs in there, so it's just a bit of consideration. But God, they were noisy. So I found my best LED searchlight, popped out on the step.
Your best salty language.
Best salty language.
That we don't use on YouTube.
No, I don't normally swear, I haven't got a potty mouth. But nonetheless, I got my LED lenser, a really powerful searchlight, couldn't see anything, because after I shouted away, it went a little bit quiet out here.
Yeah, they seem to scarper.
They scarpered like little rats into the water. Anyway, I shone my light into their camper van, and there was a pair of eyes looking back at me, and they went... and I just went, shh.
You liar.
And-
you
and-
didn't
and-
say that. You said
and-
something
And
else.
and a few other expletives, but yeah, I didn't feel like recording it. I was more intent on just reminding somebody about
It was more
motorhome
like,
in
shut
it.
noisy. I'll bleep that.
I think they were
They
driving...
must have been about 20 years old. They were only kids.
Well, you know, 20, well, you know, you should have an understanding of what you're up to, but it rocked up. It was like a bomb. It was like a shed with casters on the bottom, just putting it along, making all
Yeah.
sorts of noises and things. But I'd like to think they won't do that again in a hurry, but they've gone this morning. They went off to get a shower and realised you need a key to get into the door, a passkey, plastic passkey. So I think they were chances. They just turned up, took what they can, disrupted everything they could, and then just left.
Yeah, they've gone.
So yeah, just goodbye, good riddance, and hope we don't come across you on our travels again.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause it was down-
Thankfully, they didn't damage the van, but it was a hell of a wallop.
No, they're just downright rude.
Yeah, so it's been a fantastic stay here. So we stayed 4 nights. Oh, it's very bright today. It's very bright, but very cold. We stayed 4 nights, and the grand total, including electric hookup, was about £90 for 4 nights, which for a Copenhagen site or stop, I think is really good. The facilities here are perfect. They're lovely, clean and tidy and warm. The harbour master is very nice, and of course the metro's just over there, and you'll see in all of our videos we've really used the metro as best we can. So it's a good stop. I mean, from here you can just, you probably can't pick it out there, but you can just see the bridge over to Malmo. We did toy with the idea, would we go to Malmo, but we're going to save that for another trip, because we've really enjoyed Scandinavia, even though we've only done Denmark. So we're going to come back and we're going to do Sweden and Norway as well. So we'll do that particular bridge, but our next door neighbours, not the noisy ones, they've gone there today, and they said to us that apparently if you book that bridge online, don't pay on the day, just book it online, your crossing, it's much, much cheaper. And I think they said it was €44 for a crossing. So I think that's, to be honest, a pretty good bargain. So it's the first day we've been here and it's been no wind. Just having a look to see if I can see the bridge properly from here. I can see over to Malmo in Sweden. But yeah, you parked, I'm not sure if you can see it, right behind my head up there somewhere. There's an aeroplane. You're right by the airport, but to be honest, unless the wind's blowing in the right direction, you don't hear it at all. My top tip would be, if you are coming to this site, it wasn't for us because we've got the 2 big dogs, but use the bikes. There's a bike hire rack where you just pick them up, or bring your own bikes. It's about 20 minutes in. Now, we spent the money on the metro and the girls had to have child tickets each. But if you got your own bike, although how I'd have felt cycling in that freezing cold weather yesterday, because yesterday was bitter. Yeah, I think I'll show you now. There's a plane just coming into land, and I think you might be able to see the bridge there just behind me. So apart from last night, beautiful stop. Totally recommend it. And we're definitely going to come back. We've got more of Copenhagen to see. I mean, we really enjoyed what we saw yesterday. It was fabulous. I'll go and show you the toilets. So everything is operated on your card. I'm in the washing machine room here. Oh, actually, look. You put your card in there, and that's how you pay. So you've got your washer and your dryer. And here's your toilet. So there you go. You slide your port card in, and it's opens automatically. And there we are. Lovely and warm. You've got your showers in there, which are very nice. I think you pay for your showers with your marine card again, and then you use your green button. And they're not on-off ones, they're turny ones. Like those? Always say we like those. And then through here, you've got the toilets. So they're not just swimming up there, they're skinny dipping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just in bikinis? Or nothing on?
Nothing.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That would be cold.
Yeah. Children have got stuff on, but no, they're there's a couple wearing swimsuits, but most of them aren't wearing anything.
Oh. Is it the older generation? Because they like doing that, don't they?
Some of them are, yeah. Some of them are about our age, a bit younger.
I guess if that's the norm over here, that's the norm, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's colder out there than it is here. It's got all inside there. Obviously, I couldn't film because they're skinny dipping. In that bit there, they've got all seating areas where you can sit and have picnics and stuff like that. There's a door and a gate blocking it off, and then it's like a swimming pool circle in the middle.
Yeah.
But my God, they must be mental.
Well, a lot of people swear by it, don't they?
No. And there's the famous bridge from the TV show. You can just see it by there.
The last Find My Drone, it was at the bottom of the Baltic, so here's a goner.
It is a goner.
But
tell them the good news.
Good news is I was insured, and I'll cover the ins and outs of that on a separate little video. And a new one's been ordered, and it'll be ready when I get back.
Yeah. How long are you going to keep that one for? Yeah.
And it's 410.
Yeah. Want me to put my pin in? Look away. Or whatever it is in Danish, I'm not exactly sure. So there we go.
Tack.
Tuck. Yes, tuck. That's us heading. Oops. Let's move that. Just doing some editing as we're driving. That's us heading back over the Great Belt Bridge again. Remember to wave to Redder's drone as you go over, if you ever do go over this bridge. It's just at the, it's on the other side.
Not funny.
It's definitely less windy than it was last time. You get a better view of it this way, so you can see we're coming off the suspension part. We go on a tiny little island, and then we go on, I don't know, what would you call that, a road bridge? So it's a very long bridge. I think, is it 18 kilometres? Let's see.
It's
Oh, look.
Frosty and Santa.
And Santa. Frosty and Santa coming up the hill behind us. So I think they're going to be lighting the Christmas tree.